fine women.
Why, did somebody say something? Hi, how's it going there? I hear you've got some planes for me, mate.
We do have.
Just in?
GB.
Woo! The GB. Excellent. I've been looking forward to that one.
Yes.
I think a lot of people have been looking forward to this one as well.
Should be very good.
Hi all, well here we are again. Another review. This time we've got the last in the series of the 3 planes that were released by Horizon just before Christmas with the AS3X technology on them. Today we're doing the E-flite UMX GB R2, a plane that's quite a strange looker, and I must admit I'd never really looked at it before, but once I saw that release coming, I mean it's such a unique looking plane, I had to have one. Anyway, I was very lucky and I got to go down to OMP the other day and see the container being cracked. Get the GBs out of it. I actually got my GB from down there. I made a little film about it. It'll be up soon, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested in looking at what actually happens when the container hits here in Australia and how it gets to your shop, or to you if you mail order. Anyway, with big thanks again to Mike from OMP Model Flight. Let's bring you the GB. Here we go. There's the box. Look at that. What a beautiful looking classic example of a racing aircraft, eh? I'm really looking forward to getting this one in the air. Anyway, there's a picture there of the real one, the bloke who flies it, and the UMX. Let's get this box open, shall we? And see what's inside. There's how your box comes with the usual gear in it. We have the 200 milliamp E-flite battery. It's a 25C, and you get the usual charger. There's some spare Velcro for your batteries. Okay, I'm going to get the plane out of the box and we'll have a good look at it. As always, the manual's on the bottom of the box. Read it. It has helpful information in it that could make your flight successful. Well, there she is, out of the box. I love some of the detail on this. Let's have a close-up look, shall we? Have a very detailed motor. These had a great big motor in them. That's why they're so fat and round. You've got carbon wing struts there. Tail. You'll notice here there's a little piece of plastic for if you do accidentally tip over, you're going to hit that and not the top of the foam. Same for that, goes on the front. There's a piece right here for if you nose over, and the fronts of the wheels are also got a plastic cone on them. There's a dash in there along with the pilot, the undercarriage and servos. See if I can get you a close-up of that servo. The wheels are quite big for what we're used to on the micros. Let's pull this huge magnetic hatch off and have a look in there. There is lots of room. There's your board. The motor. The battery needs to be fitted standing upwards, the stock one. That's how they've got the Velcro on it. If you do use an aftermarket battery like so many of us do, you can see here I've got the Miniaviation 210 in there. Fits beautiful, sits there nicely, still plenty of room. So you're going to be able to fit a wide variety of batteries, whatever you use, into this little baby. One thing I would say is I reckon you're going to need a quality battery to fly this. You're going to have to keep your batteries well charged up. She's going to be a power hungry one. It's got a 3000 kV motor. Next up we'll bind the GB to my DX8 and we'll have a listen to the motor and the ASX3, and everyone knows how to bind by now. We've all done it many times, but we'll do it one more time quickly. So I'll get it bound and we'll have a listen to the motor. We've connected the battery, the light's flashing, hold down the bind button, turn on. Take your finger off the bind button when you read it's binding, leave it for a tick. The light's gone solid on the plane. We hear the S give us that signal, and we're all on. Now, like the other planes, there's no ASX3 working at the moment. It's initialized by when you move the throttle. So I'll move my throttle up. Now we can hear the gyros compensating. Let's have a look at that motor. I've got the GB and the 3D Beast here so you can get an idea of size because they are quite different. As you can see, the GB is very fat. There you can see them side by side. There's quite a bit of difference. The GB is a little bit shorter than the 3D, but wow, so much fatter and bigger. Look at that. There's not a lot else to do now, is there, but go out and fly it. So it's time for me to get the Maiden in. I don't know when the weather's going to allow me to do it. Hopefully soon. But anyway, we'll be back with the Maiden. Thanks again to Mike from OMP Model Flight for allowing us to review this plane. I can tell you now, this one won't be going back. I'll be purchasing this one myself. I really like this plane. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. I'm just going to run the prop for a tick here, just to wear off some power. It's time to fly. As you can see, you can go full throttle once you've gone past that first overload protection and you have no problems. Oops, sorry about that, son. Should try and keep it out this way. She's nice to fly. Wind's blown up a bit. Of course, with the AS3X, it doesn't bother it at all. A typical GB landing from what I can gather. I just couldn't get the control of that to get it down. I don't know why. There's why. I'm coming a bit the wrong way to the wind. The runway isn't landing around the right way. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with this baby though. There she is. Looks like I'm not going to land it on the runway, but that's just skill. I'm sure we'll get used to that. If you're flying on grass, as you're about to see, I don't think you'll find there's any damage whatsoever here. Look at that. You just watch that land. All fine. You got to be happy with that, don't you? The GB, the DX8, what a great combination. I'm sure when the later models come out, they'll have fixed this overcurrent protection cutoff, but just be aware for at the beginning, you have to wear off a little bit of battery power, and then you won't have any problems. As you saw, you can see the wind's blowing, and with the AS3X it doesn't worry it one bit at all. Okay, that's it. Let's go and get this up.